What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here, back with another discussion video. And this time I'm going to be doing my top 10 slept-on action figures of 2022, just because this is a video I thought about doing and I actually decided to skip on it. But since I haven't been bringing you guys any new content, I figured why not. Now I know a lot of you guys already are asking for specific reviews. There are figures that you guys want to see me talk about, and I would have done it already, but Ami is taking its time with my orders. So any figure you're asking me to review, I don't have it yet. That's the only reason I haven't done the reviews. I've been off work the past 5 days and I haven't dropped any content. I feel awful. So here I am bringing you guys another video. Now, those figures that you guys are asking for will probably be coming within the next week and a half. So be on the lookout for those. I'm just waiting for my shipping notification from Ami. But also I do still have 3 other figures coming in that I'm going to be reviewing. One of them is a little bit older, but a lot of people ask me to talk about it. So I am going to review it regardless. But that's not what we're here for. Like I said, we are going to be discussing some of the figures that were slept on in 2022. I'm going to just go over my personal opinions on them and why I think you guys should pick them up. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a like. You guys know that motivates me to make all content. Now let's go ahead and dive right into it, starting with number 10. Now coming in at number 10 is probably the one that I recommend the least, but at the same time, I still do recommend it. It is none other than the SH Figuarts Naruto Shippuden event exclusive Madara Uchiha. Now, I know, guys, this is not a brand new figure. And with the revival of the Naruto line, most people probably feel like this is one that doesn't fit in. And so a lot of people passed on it. And then also it's an event exclusive, which made it a little bit harder to get. But this guy is actually still easier to get than the original release. And I'm going to tell you guys why I recommend this version. I know some people are saying, the Naruto line is revived. We're going to get a new Madara Uchiha figure. And yes, that is true. But one thing I always say, just because you know something's coming doesn't mean you know when it's coming. Now, it could be 4 or 5 years from now before we actually get an updated Madara figure. They are still dipping their toes into the water of Naruto, if that makes any sense. They're still dipping their toes in it, trying to figure out how they're going to do certain things, such as aesthetics, articulation, and incorporation of all accessories. So who knows when we'll get another Madara, because this one's going to be tough for them to rebuild and incorporate all of that crazy articulation that we were able to get with Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi. Well, maybe. Who knows? If they have the right engineering team for action figures, then yeah, they should be fine, but we don't know. And the paint job on this guy just looks really, really sick. Honestly, he looks very nice next to all of the new Naruto figures. If you don't believe me, just go check out my Instagram. I've taken several photos of this guy with Naruto, Sasuke, maybe not Sakura, but still, he looks good with them. And at least for a stand-in, I think he's great. I wouldn't keep it as a stand-in because I'm having all Naruto figures stay in my collection, but still, this is one I do recommend. Guys, go pick this guy up. It's a solid figure. Just because it's not updated to modern action figures doesn't make it bad. You just have to appreciate what it is from when it came out. Now, for the remainder of the video, I'm actually going to be grouping a lot of the figures up, mostly because a lot of them come from the exact same anime, and it just makes it easier. It's going to save a lot of time as well as I discuss these figures. Now, next up, we have the 2 Zatch Bell figures, again from SH Figuarts. And the reason I feel like a lot of people slept on these is because they are not familiar with these characters. If it was a part of your childhood, then maybe you guys, kind of like me, forgot about these characters. And so adding these to your collection wasn't very important. Now, that being said, you guys know I love anime, so I was going to pick these up regardless. But I did actually go back and start rewatching Zatch Bell, and oh my God, it's a very good anime, and it's actually a lot deeper than what I remember from watching it as a kid. Now, of course, as an adult, you recognize things you didn't recognize as a kid, but I feel like that's exactly what makes these figures and this anime so special, man. And SHF just captured everything. These guys are great in the articulation department, the accessories department, and they are very true to their anime forms. These are just a blast. These are figures that I do personally really enjoy, and I want to see this line continue. So if you guys are interested, these are very cheap figures. If you want to pick them up just to experience them, I highly recommend it. But if you do, also go check out the anime. It is totally worth it, I promise you. For my next 3 slept-on figures of 2022, these I have to say, for someone who is not an avid Dragon Ball collector, I really recommend these figures. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I know a lot of people slept on these because we've got a million Goku figures. Right before we got this Piccolo, we got a brand new Piccolo that looks like it's the same body, but it's absolutely not. This is a completely new Piccolo. And then this Vegeta probably looked a little too basic for a lot of people, so they slept on these. Now, each of these figures is $30, and I'm going to tell you why I recommend them. First off, this Goku. Goku and Vegeta I'm actually going to tackle together because what I really enjoy about these figures more than anything is the expressions, man. I am a sucker for expressions because, for one, it amps up the display, but it also amps up photography. Expressions can really make or break a photo, and I just really have enjoyed posing around this Goku and this Vegeta. More specifically Vegeta, but still, man, I love this Goku a lot. Now, he does suffer from a few QC issues that Vegeta doesn't, mostly just loose joints, and it's only because we've seen this Goku body mold who knows how many times at this point, but it just looks good, man. I really love the colors on it. I love the orange and then kind of how it's faded and then shaded in certain areas. I love the blues that they went with for this guy. It's just a really good looking Goku. And I can say the same thing about the Vegeta. I just love these expressions, man. I know I said that already, but they really bring these figures to life. I feel like, honestly, there's more detail in these than any of the other Dragon Ball stuff. Now, Piccolo, this thing is just an absolute monster. I really enjoyed the first 2.0, 3.0 Piccolo that we got, but this one right here, this thing is just so much better, man. Again, a lot of it comes from the expressions, but then again, I also really like this manga-esque look for him, where where instead of pink, I don't even know what you call them. His skin is yellowish. I really like that. I like the faded green that we have. I like the lighter purple. And then I really do love the boots, man. These figures are just really good, man. And they're very cheap. They're $30 a piece. So you really can't go wrong with these. Any Dragon Ball collector, I highly recommend adding these to your collection. They're just fun. That's all there is to it. They're just fun figures. Now, last but not least, you guys already knew it. You had to expect that I would put some Jujutsu Kaisen greatness in this video, man. Like, these, I feel like, were the most slept on action figures of 2022. And to be honest, yo, it pisses me off, man, because I actually talked a lot of people into getting these figures, and literally every single one of them that picked them up was like, yo, Ace, you were right, bro. These figures are absolutely amazing. Possible figure of the year, yada, yada, yada. And all I could say was, I told you, man. I told you. People think that just because I love this anime, I overhype these figures, but that's not it at all, man. These are solid ass figures, man. Granted, some of them could have came with a few more accessories, but overall, they are just a joy to have in your collection, especially if you're a fan of the series. Now, if you're not a fan of the series, then you already don't understand the greatness. But start the series, and then after you get these figures, you will appreciate them. I've had people who haven't seen the series, they pick the figures up, they still enjoyed them, and then they enjoyed them more after watching. But seriously, man, these are probably the most slept on figures I've seen, and it offends me, yo. The fact that I saw deals on AmiAmi for select characters all year long, and these figures were already cheap to begin with. Like, oh my God. Action figure community, what are you guys doing? These are the figures that I recommend more than anything, man. Nobara is queen. She's a solid female protagonist. She's a great figure. Megami is just that dope side character who he's also a protagonist, of course, but he's just a really fun figure, man. The articulation on all of these. People say that Yuta is actually the best. So I don't know. I'm still undecided on that, but he's great. And then Gojo on the far right won figure of the year for me in 2021, I believe. I don't know, man, but this is a line that I really want to see thrive. I'm hoping it's going to do great. Sukuna did sell out. That one went up for pre-order. I'm hoping the same thing happens with Geto because there are so many great characters in this series I want to see made. People, stop sleeping on these figures. I promise you, if you go pick them up, you will not regret it. I haven't had a single person tell me that they have disliked these figures after getting their hands on them. So there you have it, my top 10 most slept on action figures of 2022. Now I know a lot of you think I probably made this video just to pretty much resell these figures because I want the lines to continue, and if that's what you're thinking, you're definitely right. But at the same time, I want people to enjoy action figures, man, and every single one of these I put on a list I have personally enjoyed. Again, if you don't believe me, go check out my Instagram. If my photos don't show you guys how much fun I'm having with these figures or my reviews, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to sell these figures, but I am trying to make people aware of what they are missing out on. Now, maybe that is selling. I don't know. But still, man, it's solid figures, every single one of these. I wouldn't have put a single one of these figures on my list if I didn't think that they were worth the price I paid for it, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm not the type of person to try to sell something just because. I don't get this stuff for free. I pay for all of my action figures, so don't think that's the case. Tamashii Nations did not sponsor this video. I swear to God they didn't. And at this point, these figures have all been out for a while, so why would they waste their time? But anyway, that is my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye. I have reviews coming as soon as next week, so be on the lookout. Peace.